Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And upon going back to the stage select, we get to see.
This is the reason I ran away from Red Alert. Because I can copy the shape and abilities of Reploids.
Well, we kind of knew that, but how did Zero not know this?
It's far from perfect. Even with the copy shot, I can only copy the form of Reploids my own size. For the rest, it's only possible to copy their abilities.
Where did you learn such a skill?
Learn such a skill? He's a Reploid.
Even I don't know where I picked this up.
You're a Reploid. I know where you picked it up. You were programmed with it.
How could you not know?
Don't know. I don't remember.
You were programmed with it. It's not that big of a mystery. But yeah, every time we beat a one of the 8 Mavericks, we're gonna get a little scene like that after the battle. I like that. Back to the music I like. It's a nice little, like, 1-minute thing, just kind of fleshing out the characters a bit. It's a very nice touch. One of the things this game does well. Tornado Tonion, really? I just complimented this game, and you bring me that? Tornado Tonion. Well, I guess it's not as bad as something like Bamboo Pandemonium. Now, this is actually my 3rd attempt recording this, because I had a couple of... I had one of the Reploids that died on this thing. And this stage, while it seems pretty easy, we've seen this tower climb stage. Yeah, don't pause, because it's just a mistake. But it will... Ooh, I just barely got that one in time. Yeah, so this thing has a tendency, it can launch its arms off. It's going to show us a demonstration of that at some point. That fire is insanely difficult to dodge, if it can even be dodged. But yeah, you just want to keep rushing forward here. Use Zero through this section, because, yeah, it kept using that attack and putting it right on top of the Reploid, killing a Reploid. So, yeah, if that wasn't doing it, it was the spinning evil wheel thing. So it's either... Zero just can't kill those homing missiles soon enough. And no, I don't want to switch to Axel because you need a ranged attack to fight this thing, which is what we're going to do right now.
Can you hear me, Zero?
Gosh, even the walking is just slow.
Here goes nothing.
So yeah, we're going to swap to Axel. We're in 3D mode, as you can see. Eventually this battle will start. There we go. And yeah, you just want to pump it full of shots as much as you can. Oh, Zero does have a use in this battle. That use is going to be right now. So when giant crab thing goes for this move... that shouldn't have hit me. You want to go into Zero, because Zero's double jump will help dodge this Deathblade sweeper move that was pulled out of a sadistic version of Wipeout. And this is the annoying part of this mini-boss fight, because sometimes as soon as it pops right back out, and there's absolutely, like, no... It's not because I shot at it, because sometimes you could not shoot at it, and it'll just go right back into its sweeper attack. And it's completely invulnerable the whole time. Look at that, see? It's not because I shot it. No rhyme or reason for triggering this. I think it should be more of a thing that it does on a timed basis, not just a random basis. Again, I should have been able to dash under that. Yeah, with the double jump, it makes it much easier to dash. Okay, we can finally get some attacks off on this thing until it starts doing this. Shut up, Aelia. I know, I have to fight the thing. Oh, this isn't good. Zero. Yeah, I didn't get there in time. Stupid homing missiles. But yeah, this is a stage that's really easy to pick up all the Reploids and pick them up as Zero, because the entire stage is really just a straight path. I mean, it looks like it's 3D, but it's really 2D. You can only, when it's 2D, you can only press left and right. So even though it looks like you could press up and be moving, you can't. You press right, and you're gonna move ahead. We're at the radio tower, by the way. I guess Tornado Tonion was just upset because video killed the radio star or something. Oh, we see the thing up ahead. No. And now I'm getting hit by stationary enemies. Does that even count as an enemy? It's just this little satellite thing that just slowly goes back and forth. It doesn't do anything other than make noise. Why does it damage me if I touch it? Don't know. But yeah, for Zero, just stand still. For these bats, you know, the best bet is to just stand still, let them come to you and slash them. Now this thing, use your double jump. If you fall, don't worry too much about getting falling down. It's not a bottomless pit. You just go to the previous floor. That's logical design. It can also make this section very tedious in a hurry. You'll see what I mean. Use Axel on those guys just because of their distant. Yeah, see, they just line up there, especially on this one. Yeah, you want to use ranged attacks on those guys. They're invulnerable while they have that barrier up. They do actually have a projectile attack, which I wasn't aware of because I did not encounter that in my practice run. Yeah, I believe it was my gameplay run that you're seeing here where we're going to encounter their attack. And maybe it was my practice run. They have this weird projectile attack. They can jump into the air and like launch this electro ball at you that will like float around and remain for a while, like X's charged attack, the super plasma blaster charge with the plasma orb thing from Mega Man X4. You know what I'm talking about. The music in this stage, I like it. We have disappearing blocks, don't worry, they're not super challenging, but you can't stay on them forever. Now this one, there's a... Why did I not pick that up? There's a heart container, or a heart up there. I want to get that with Zero. So, okay, yeah, you can see it coming up again. Alright, come on. And we got it that time. And you know what? A cheesy thing you can do with Zero is just double jump your way back up. So yeah, I'm going to take advantage of that. And we're at the end of the stage. Actually, I want to show Zero's cutscene, because I did this one in playtesting, and... oh boy. I'll just let this speak for itself.
Welcome to my silly stage! Here goes nothing! Yeah!
Oh my gosh.
What? Not funny? But I tried so hard, so hard!
Zero's not amused.
Around and around!
Okay, I get the picture. Let's get this over with.
Oh.
He just falls off again. Who came up with this? That's got to be the most hilarious part of this game. I know I don't remember half the game, but I don't think you're going to top that. Now, I did find in my testing... Okay, you should not be using Zero here. But I did find in my testing that Tornado Tonion is actually weak to Soldier Stone Kong's weapon. So what we've got to do is just, just keep blasting him from a distance. That's really the strategy here. We'll put on the Gaia Shield. Now, I don't know why this is, but okay, we'll show it. Yeah, this is pretty much all he does. He spins around and around. And makes those weird squeaky... Do onions really make that sound? Okay, so here's our shield thing. If you touch him with it, it pushes him back, but it doesn't look like the shield itself does any damage to him. I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to work, or if I'm using it properly against him here, or what. But every time I tried it, the Gaia shield doesn't damage him. I can't explain that. If you use Zero's thing, what you do with Zero is you stand still and you hold the square button, and that puts him into like this defensive, like I'm going to strike you back pose. You don't really see him do like a strike back or anything, but I did this in my practice run, and, you know, had Tornado Tonion run into it, and Tornado Tonion, you know, flew back like he was hit by the Gaia shield, only he took a decent amount of damage, probably the equivalent of about, I don't know, I'm going to say 5 to 10 of these Axel shots. Probably closer to the 10 mark, because Axel's attack is weak. And no, I'm not going to make it better. I'm just going to complain about how weak it is. It still wouldn't be that great even if we upgraded it. Trust me, I remember doing that my first time playing the game. And like most Mavericks, he's going to get really angry and get a new attack when he gets lower on health. Fortunately, it's not difficult to dodge at all. It gives you plenty of time to do so. And here I'm going to go for Zero's thing again, and it's not working. Yeah, this is bad. And so at this point, I don't know why I was getting it to work really easily on my test run, but I could not get it to work on this particular run. So yeah, I can't explain that. Oh, and he has this attack too. It goes, he sweeps down or up, and then he'll like shift and sweep the other angle. You can avoid it completely by going to either far side of them. Zero's double jump can also get you around that easily, or just watch. If you can tell, depending on the camera angle, by the way, yeah, that's not how that works either. By the way, you have absolutely no control over the camera, so if you get into a bad camera angle, that is the game's fault. That's just the way that it is. Yeah, and then let it go over your head like that. There you go. You can get a lot of shots off on him when he does that. I mean, I know I got like 3 or 4 shots off, and I barely did any damage. That's because I'm using Axel. There, I even hit his exposed body there, and that shield just does not seem to be doing damage to him. I'm gonna call it a glitch. This game is bad enough where we can get away with that. Look at that. Why is that not damaging him? It's clearly the weapon he's weak against. And as I mentioned, it worked. Zero's weapon in my test run has worked, but it's not working here. Whatever, he's almost dead. I am intent on trying to get this shield thing to work properly, but yeah, I'm just gonna say bad programming, bad game design. It's typical of this. And yeah, this is a really long and annoying battle, but overall this guy's not really difficult to dodge. I'm ashamed that I took so much damage in this fight that I did. I want to get the kill as Zero, but Zero was so low on health I was not going to risk having to start that battle over again. Yeah, it was like a 5-minute Maverick battle. That's ridiculous. Maverick battles shouldn't be lasting 5 minutes each. Oh, the rematches here will be a huge pain. Rematches won't be as bad because we'll have X with his charge shot. We also have all the weakness weapons, not that I know the weakness weapons. The Volt Tornado, it's actually a pretty decent weapon, it looks like. I don't know, I barely use the weapons when I play this game, but I think I remember the Volt Tornado being pretty good. And Zero gets a Saber Slash, kind of, that basically does the same thing. And this is going to be the rescue list. Kind of hard to miss anyone in this stage. It's not like there was a secret room. It's just a spiral tower, one-way path all the way, and the Reploids all appear in plain obvious sight. So yeah, it seemed like a good stage to go to try to collect all 16 of the Reploids so we can unlock X. Why do we have to unlock X in Mega Man X7? Let's just power up Zero. So, increases saber power. Yes, I know. And shock absorber decreases damage by half. Yeah, we'll give that to Zero. I was looking at what all the chips do and chip abilities, and I'm not super concerned about X not getting to completely fill all 3 rooms. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, I don't mind splitting it 8-0 and 8X. So yeah, and if you look at the other one, you notice I don't know where I'm going next, so I'll see you sometime later.